Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to another episode of Life and Living. I'm your host, Shubhra, and I'm thrilled you're here with me today. We're diving into a topic that many of us encounter at some point: the midlife crisis. Whether you're experiencing it now or know someone who is, today's discussion will help you navigate this challenging phase with grace and positivity. We'll explore what a midlife crisis is, why it happens, its impact, and most importantly, how to deal with it effectively. Are you ready to turn that crisis into a breakthrough? Let's get started. So, what exactly is a midlife crisis? It's that period in life, typically between the ages of 40 and 60, where you start questioning everything. You might feel stuck, unfulfilled, or just plain restless. You look back at your life and wonder, is this it? Have I made the right choices? This questioning can come from various triggers. One of the big ones is aging. Suddenly, you notice those gray hairs and wrinkles, and it hits you. You're not as young as you used to be. It's a wake-up call about mortality. It's like realizing your favorite jeans have become vintage, and not in a cool way. Another common trigger is life transitions. Maybe your kids have left home, or you've experienced a career shift, or lost a loved one. These major changes can make you reevaluate your life's purpose and direction. And then there are the unmet goals. You look back and see a gap between your dreams and your current reality. It's like realizing you've been climbing the wrong mountain all along. Now let's talk about how you know when you are in the midst of a midlife crisis. It often starts with a feeling of restlessness. You might have an urge to make drastic changes, quitting your job, moving to a new city, or buying something extravagant. Like that impulse to buy a sports car because, hey, why not? You may also find yourself deep in self-reflection, spending a lot of time thinking about your past choices and future possibilities. Those what if and if only thoughts start taking over. This can lead to emotional upheaval, mood swings from sadness to anger to excitement. It's like being on an emotional roller coaster, but without the fun part. Let me give you an example. Imagine you've been in the same job for 20 years. One day, you wake up and think, I can't do this anymore. Or maybe you look at your marriage and wonder if this is really what you want for the rest of your life. Or you might find yourself wanting to recapture your youth, buying a sports car, dressing younger, or reconnecting with old flames. It's all part of trying to find meaning and excitement again. So the big question is, how do we deal with this? The most important thing is to embrace change. Instead of fearing it, see this period as a time to reinvent yourself and pursue new passions. It's never too late to learn a new skill, start a new hobby, or even change careers. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Number 2, seek support. Talk to friends, family, or a therapist. Sharing your thoughts and feelings can provide clarity and reduce feelings of isolation. Sometimes just knowing you're not alone can make a huge difference. Think of it as having your own personal cheerleading squad. Number 3, set realistic goals. Break down your dreams into achievable steps. This gives you a sense of purpose and direction. It's like plotting a new course on your life's map. And don't forget to prioritize self-care. Take care of your physical and mental health. Exercise, eat well, and practice mindfulness or meditation. Your body and mind are your most valuable assets. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup or a broken coffee mug. Do you remember the movie The Intern with Robert De Niro? He plays a 70-year-old who becomes an intern at an online fashion retailer. Despite his age, he embraces the new experience with enthusiasm and wisdom, proving that it's never too late to start something new and make a meaningful impact. Now that we have spoken about how to deal with midlife crisis, it's also important to avoid common pitfalls during a midlife crisis. Resist the urge to make impulsive decisions that you might regret later. Take your time to think things through. No need to rush out and buy that Harley just yet. Don't compare yourself to others. Everyone's journey is unique, and comparing yourself to others can lead to unnecessary stress and dissatisfaction. Just because your neighbor is training for a marathon doesn't mean you need to become the next fitness guru. And most importantly, don't let your personal crisis strain your relationships. Communicate openly with your loved ones about what you're going through. Imagine feeling the urge to quit your job on a whim. Instead of acting immediately, give yourself a few weeks to weigh the pros and cons, and perhaps even discuss it with a trusted friend or mentor. This way, you can make a more informed decision rather than one based on a fleeting emotion. Finally, let's talk about finding purpose and joy during and after a midlife crisis. Think about what you loved doing in your younger years. Maybe it's painting, writing, or playing a musical instrument. Rekindling these passions can bring immense joy and fulfillment. Dust off that old guitar and strum away your worries. Helping others can give your life new meaning and perspective. Volunteering is a great way to connect with your community and make a difference. And sometimes a change of scenery can do wonders for your soul. Whether it's a short trip or a long vacation, exploring new places can reignite your zest for life. Just don't come back with more souvenirs than memories. Alright, let's do a quick recap before we wrap up. Number 1. Understand what a midlife crisis is. It's a period of self-doubt and re-evaluation, typically occurring between 40 and 60. Number 2. Identify the triggers: aging, life transitions, and unmet goals. Number 3. Recognize the sign. Look for restlessness, self-reflection, and emotional upheaval. Number 4. Embrace change. View this period as an opportunity for growth and reinvention. Number 5. Seek support. Talk to friends, family, or therapists. Number 6. Set realistic goals. Break down your dreams into achievable steps. Number 7. Prioritize self-care. Take care of your physical and mental health. Number 8. Don't make impulsive decisions. Don't compare yourself to others or neglect relationships. And most importantly, the last one, find purpose and joy. Rediscover old passions, volunteer, and travel to reignite your zest for life. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Life and Living with Shubhra. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with others who might benefit from it. Until next time, stay strong, stay kind, and most importantly, stay true to yourself. Remember, you're not alone. We are in this journey together, and we will figure it out one step at a time. Here's to life, here's to living, here's to us.